holders. It might be a rainy, dismal day here in Manchester, but I'm about to show you something beautiful. Stay tuned. Open that up in a minute. Oh shit, here we go again. Some sauce in the boot room right now. Let's get to unboxing it. So before we get into unboxing these wicked boots that have just arrived, I put a post, well, I do it all the time actually, Q&A post on the story on the Instagram page that asked me a question buttons, and I specifically said get some questions in that you want to hear answered in a YouTube video. So I'm gonna fire through a few of these questions now, some commonly asked stuff, just in case you're new to the page and you don't already know. So here we go. Question 1 is from Sham89 Alam. Said, love the YouTube episodes and growth of PRB. Thank you very much for watching and supporting. Hope you watch this video, reading out your question. But how long till a water and bricks store? Water and brick? Brick and mortar? Is that? I don't know. Thanks for the question anyway. Realistically, I'd love to do maybe like a pop-up shop at some time. That'd be awesome, or an event like, I know Alex ARF did, and James from Boot Chamber did the Retro Football Fair. I think that was in Sheffield a while ago. It's like a pop-up on an event or something like that would be really cool. But in terms of actually having a shop, like, unless I was selling other sporting goods as well and stuff, I don't think the overheads would outweigh the amount of money I'd probably make having an actual store with the kind of stuff that I sell, with it being quite niche, a lot of it. But you know, never know, one day it'd be cool. Definitely, like, I love going to like the classic football shirt store down the road from me in Manchester. Yeah, it'd be nice, but I can't say it'll definitely ever happen. Poet Anderson 3 asked, when deciding on boots for yourself, how do you decide what you want to wear / play in? In terms of stuff I actually wear myself, I'm a bit limited because of the shape of my feet. I have very wide feet, like my midfoot, is that the point? The widest part of my foot is very wide, and then my toes kind of crush under each other from years of skateboarding. So I'm a bit limited in terms of, like, every time I try and buy a modern Adidas pair, they just don't really fit. I've tried a bunch of stuff, I've tried Pumas, they don't really fit either. So I basically only really wear modern boots from Nike, or I'd love to try some Mizunos. There are some wider fitting Mizunos that would hopefully fit me nicely. So modern stuff, I try and go for everything. If I get a chance to test something out, if there's something that's a good price, I'll get it and test it out so I can let people know how stuff fits and feels when it comes to giving people advice on what they should buy. But for me, I just go off what I think looks cool, what I think looks like my kind of boot. I mean, if you've been playing football for a while, you know what kind of boots you like. I'm more of a control boot kind of guy, I think, rather than like a speed boot, so I wear the Phantom Venoms a lot. Older boots, there's like just a bunch of stuff that I know that I like from wearing them in the past. So Nike CTRs, Nike Hypervenoms, Adidas 11 Pro 3, all stuff that I've either had in the past or liked for a long time, managed to get a hold of pairs and try them out and stuff. So I'll show you guys at some point in the video what pairs I wear, what pairs are in my collection, stuff like that. I'm sure that'd be interesting for some people. But yeah, I just go for brands that I know are going to fit me, stuff that's a good deal, and stuff that historically I've worn in the past that I want a pair of again. JB Boots, my boy, check him out, top guy. Boots versus shirts football game, you know, me and him running the show. More him, actually, I was shit. You gonna try the new Tiempo yet? Speaking of boots that I like, picking what I want to wear, yes, I'd love to get a pair of the Tiempo 9s. They look wicked, they look exactly my kind of boot. I'm just too cheap to pay like full price for a pair, or even like the price from other resellers and stuff, and I don't like asking for discounts for stuff. I don't want to be cheeky, because, you know, it's how we all make money. But yeah, I'd love to try a pair of Tiempo 9s at some point, if I can get a pair in my size for a good price, maybe even like a used pair or something. Yeah, they look wicked, big fan. Love classic football boots. Great team over there, 2 lovely ladies running that page. First pro you sold to? First pro I ever sold to was a lad called Josh Mullin, playing up in Scotland, really nice guy. He was playing for Ross County at the time. I think he's moved since, but I can't remember where, sorry. But yeah, Josh, very nice guy, bought a pair of Adidas F50 Adizero, the Chameleon pair, way back when. I remember it was a big goal in my first year of PRB. I set myself 3 goals I really wanted to hit. I wanted to sell 1 pair of boots every week. This is when I started off, so I wanted to sell 52 pairs in the first year. I wanted to reach 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I wanted to sell to a pro of some kind. Obviously, absolutely smashed those. First year we hit 10,000 followers. I sold, I think it was like 400 or 500 pairs of boots or something. And yeah, Josh was the first pro to buy from us. It was amazing. Fur.___ asked, do you ship to the US? Yes, we ship worldwide. Get on the website, you know, buy yourself some boots, we can ship them anywhere. And Soccer Shoe Junkie, shout out, another great guy, has asked 2 questions here, flip reverse of the same question. Best deal you've ever made and worst deal you've ever made. Best deal I've ever made in terms of maybe like making a good profit or something like that. I don't know, there's been multiple times that I've picked up old Preds and stuff online, on eBay, things like that, especially when I first started. I remember picking up a brand new pair of Absolution Absolutes Preds, black and red, original colourway, picking them up for a tenner on eBay, brand new. I think they were size 8. This is when I kind of just started the page, and I remember thinking, what a deal, this is insane. And then I sold them to a mate of mine for like 100 quid, 90 quid, 100 quid I think. And when I very first started, that was so much money, because back then I was buying boots like 10, 15 quid, selling them for like 30, 40 quid. So to get a pair for a tenner, them arrive a couple of days later, sell out instantly, and I'd like, you know, 10 times the money. That was amazing. Worst deal I've ever made, probably not the worst deal, but I had a pair of the black and blue accelerators that I got from my boy Acer, the Boot Ace. Gave them for a really good price because they were just for me, for my collection. And I remember when I launched my website, September 2020, I was putting all the stock on, and I just thought, you know what, I'll stick them up. I'll put them on the website, but I'll put them at a ridiculous price that no one would pay for them, just because like it makes the pictures look better, makes it look like we've got some really cool stuff on there. I remember I think I bought them for like 160 quid, stuck them on the website at 300 quid, thinking no one's going to pay 300 quid for these. Obviously, I usually try and sell stuff pretty cheap. Little did I think someone was going to buy them. Got a notification on my phone, Shopify, opened it up. Someone had bought them for 300 quid, and I was like, oh, I didn't really want to sell them, but at the same time, I was like, you know, it's a good amount of profit. It's a good deal. This guy's going to enjoy his boots. And I spoke to the guy recently. Actually, he'd been wearing them, loves them. So I'm glad they went to a good home. But at the same time, I didn't really want to sell them. So it was a bit. And then one last question that I want to cover. I'm going to save till a little bit later in the video because it's a big talking point for me. First, let's unbox some of these boots. Thank you. So let's get to it. But first, I'm going to speed things up a bit, get this plastic off. So, right, here we go. Open up this first one. Probably not the safest way to do this, but. Make sure if you're doing this at home, kids, you have a responsible adult to help you out so that you don't hurt yourself with the scissors. Welcome to Blue Peter. First box up. Hallelujah. All sorts of stuff in here, some new and used pairs, but move on to the second box for now, to the big one. Oh, here we go, come on. Have a look at these beauties. All kinds of Preds. Tiempos in here, probably going to wear myself, let's be honest, need a soft ground pair. I'm going to dig all these out with the proper rubbish in one sec. There we have it. Some sauce. That's the first 2 boxes, and then we have boxes of some slightly more modern stuff that I'll show you now. Yeah, boy. The best, only boot pros ever asked me for. UK, hit me up. And then underneath here, a couple of special boxes. Look at these. One of the only modern boots I'm a huge fan of. These were 10. Tried them on, see if I could squeeze in, but I need a 10.5. So these bad boys be up for sale very soon. Luckily, I've also sold a whole bunch of pairs here, so these are about to head out. Thank you so much to everyone that's bought some boots recently. It's been pretty wild. Thanks for keeping us going. The more boots we sell, the more boots we can buy and bring in for you guys to get a chance to cop classic. So all of those new boots will be up for sale very soon. I'll get this video up hopefully before they go up for sale. So if you've seen this, you know what's coming. You've got a chance at kind of first dibs on some of those pairs as a reward for being loyal to the YouTube. So the last question I'm going to answer, I got this a bunch of different times, kind of worded in different ways, but basically people asking, why do you sell so many mid-tier boots? Why do you not have top-tier versions of stuff? Like, why don't you get top-tier Predators for sale? And it is a question I get asked all the time because I'm probably one of the only boot sellers that you see on Instagram and stuff that does sell a lot of mid-tier stuff, especially a lot of mid-tier classic Predators, CTRs, stuff like that. And there's a few reasons why. Number one, if I could find more top-tier stuff at a price worth me buying it to sell on, I would. But people know what stuff is worth now. People don't want to sell on elite pairs of boots for less money than they think they're worth, which is totally fair enough. It's really hard to find them in general, like just looking online, stuff like that. Like, you go and have a look yourself, try and find a pair for a good price, a price where you'd be able to sell them on and make profit. Especially because I like to keep my prices kind of as low and affordable as I can for people. I'd rather bring people something that I think is good value rather than trying to overcharge for stuff. Number two is, again, speaking of price, not everyone can afford to spend like 300 quid on a pair of top tier Preds or something, especially if they're just buying them to play five-a-side in, something like that. They just want something that looks the part, makes them feel good. I mean, guaranteed it might still be, you know, like 130, 140 quid for a pair of boots, but that is what a pair of mid-tier boots cost now. If you go on, say, like the Nike website and you want to buy some Mercurial, some Vapors, the Pro will be like 120 to 140 quid, and the Elite are like 200 to 240 quid, depending on, you know, what you're buying. They're still priced the same as mid-tier boots are now, but you get the added, you know, pizzazz of rocking an old school Pred or a Mercurial or something like that. So you're paying for a bit of nostalgia, you know what I mean? And the third thing is because they make me good money, you know what I mean? I'd probably make more profit selling the mid-tier pairs than I would the top-tier pairs, just because I have to spend so much on the top-tier pairs. Say if I had £1,000 to spend and I found 5 top-tier pairs for £200 each, that I can maybe sell for £240, £50 each. If I sold those 5 pairs after postage and stuff like that, I'm making like, I don't know, 180, 200 quid. Whereas if I spent £1,000 buying mid-tier boots and I could buy 10 pairs for 100 quid each and sell them all for 140 quid each, I'd make 400 quid, you know what I mean? So just the economics of it. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, you know, boots are benefiting you. If you follow me, I'm sure, you know, you're interested in what we sell anyway. And if you guys purchase a pair, you're helping me out to be able to buy more pairs to bring to you guys, like I said. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the Q&A. Hope you've enjoyed the new boots. It's always fun making these videos, and I always appreciate all the comments and the feedback. So if you do like the video, please subscribe. You don't even have to watch every video, just hit subscribe, it really helps. Give the video a like, you know, maybe share it with your mates if you're feeling really generous. And if not, hopefully I'll at least see you in the next video.